and welcome to Sim.bc, where it right now is about 00:55. Yeah, that's right, we're in the middle of the night, mates. Why? Well, because I've been tinkering for a bit, because I don't like this. No matter if I'm gonna stay here for a week, for a day, for an hour, for a month, still want that quality, right? So what I've been doing the last couple of, well, I would like to say minutes, but unfortunately not, because I didn't find this ingenious solution, right, until quite recently. So I've spent a lot of time developing, not very much, but you know, that's all gonna be behind the scenes, right? So I'm gonna show this to you. Just see if you can tell the difference from this and this. Whoa! Now, isn't this just like Bordeaux all of a sudden? All of a sudden, we're back in business! Yeah, because it's never fun to actually go back and then come back, you know what I mean? You're developing something and you're going all the way, you're doing everything that you can, right? And then someone just strips away all of your progress, right? Without you having to do anything, or without you having a say in it. So, you've been building this car, for instance, and all of a sudden, someone comes around and takes 4 of your wheels. Now, your car might be really good. You might know exactly what you want to do with this car, but without the wheels, it's going to be pretty shit. You know, to be honest, right? To be honest. Because that is how I felt. When I was in Bordeaux, I was working away, right? I was pulling up these new ideas. I was thinking about how was my setup going to look like? What was it going to look like? What was it going to do? And then I came up with the lamp idea, how I was going to have it straight on my face so that I actually got some light in when it was dark outside, so that even if I do this, it's not corny, right? So that the viewing experience was enhanced. And for me as well, because I like when it's better, right? Better quality is, you know, better for all of us. And then someone comes along and say like, yeah, you have quite a nice setup here. I see what you're going for. You have, you know, a good internet connection that's stable and reliable, even though you have to relog into it. But, you know, who cares, right? You have the lamp, you have the setup, you have the quality. You have an idea of where you want to go with this project, with this channel. Now, I'm going to take away 2 out of 3 of those and see how you do. And I'm sitting here like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you take away 2 out of 3? Yeah, I still know kind of where I want to go with this channel, as we're going to cover in the New Year's video that I'm gonna unfortunately make quite soon, because, you know, I'm gonna upload it because I'm not gonna have access to my computer on New Year's Eve. So it's gonna be a scheduled video, but before you get all up in arms, it's probably for the best, right? Because then I can re-record it, I can edit it, I can add in some Photoshop stuff. It's gonna be amazing, mate. It's gonna be well good, right? But yeah, back to this. So here I am, sitting in Sweden, right? Stuck in this little cabin of mine, or stuck in this little house of mine, and I'm just sitting here like, turning on the video and just realize that this is shit. Not shit, not strictly, right? I've just been feeling that I've been stepping back on the quality, right? I've been developing the channel, I've been developing my format, I've been developing my idea, and then this comes along, hindering my progress, like the quality of the videos not being as good because of the corny, you know, the corny image. Now, that is secured, even though, you know, I haven't this straight in my face, because that's how it's supposed to be. Even though it's a bit irritating, it's still better than the corny picture. I don't like it. I actually watched one of the videos from the airport, and it's the same problem there, right? Having this corny video quality, and I don't like it. So that's why I decided to do something about it, right? But then we also have the problem, right, with the internet connection. Now, I wouldn't say it's bad. As I said yesterday, it's horrendous, right? It's not a problem, it's a crisis. No, but what I'm actually working with here is not only an internet that is not very fast, it's also quite unreliable. Now, what do I mean with that? Well, basically, my situation, so to say, is that the Wi-Fi comes and goes at times, and when you're uploading something to YouTube, that's not something it likes. Might just be my computer, might just be my, you know, restricted technical expertise. Could be that, mates, could be that. But when I'm viewing, you know, uploading a video, when I'm viewing the upload bar, it's just like 4% done, and I'm like, that's splendid. That only took an hour. No, but you know what I mean. So I'm in there and I'm sitting like, okay, but that's at least 4%. I'm gonna make it done until the end of the day. Or let's say 10 to 15, that's probably more realistic. So I'm gonna be sitting there and be like, well, it's gonna be done at the end of the day, no biggie. Then the internet dies, like that. Not for long, like for a minute, right? For a minute, tops, 30 seconds. Now, as I understand it, that's long enough for YouTube to not realize what I've been doing the last 30 minutes or the last hour, because those 30 seconds kind of just screwed it all up. So YouTube is saying like, you've uploaded 43% of this video. That's kind of great. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, it is. Can I continue from that? And it's like, yeah, no, you cannot. I was wondering why. I've been uploading 43% of it already. Why can't you just continue with the same thing? But then it starts over from 1. Or from 0 actually, because it actually starts at 0. Now, I don't quite understand why this is the case. It might be that it's starting at 0 and then racking up quickly at 43% if that's the case, right? I'm not saying this is a thing that has happened at all, right? But I just got 43% out of nowhere. Totally. Anyway, I'm just wondering, right, why doesn't it continue from 43%? As I said, it might be that it's going quickly from 0 to 43. That could totally be the case. And that's actually something that I'm going to try out now during the evening. I'm going to record this, I'm going to upload it overnight, and see if it meets the requirement. Because if that is the case, then as long as I'm here, mates, I'm probably going to be one day ahead. And I know this one is going to come out rather in between the clothing and the status ideas, and I know, sorry mates, you have to go another day, but I spent quite a lot of time doing this, right? Transforming this into this. So just be happy, right? No, just kidding. No, but I'm actually sincerely sorry for that this has come in between, but it's something that I feel like it's a long-term investment for this month that I'm going to be here, and it's totally going to increase the enjoyment and the quality we're going to get out of the New Year's Eve video, which is quite important, at least in my opinion, because I viewed, right, the Christmas special, and I was thinking, that's splendid, I want to do more of that. And then comes along this quality change, and I'm like, that's nice, I can't do more of that. But hopefully, with this change in quality, with this change in procedure, with this change, if this change goes through and it works to actually upload overnight, we're going to be looking at a much happier me over the next coming month, because otherwise this is something that is quite stressful, and I have a video planned about that as well in my phone, right? I have some ideas about how I'm going to go about discussing the situation that I'm in, you know. Not my specific situation, even though that's the example I'm gonna work out, gonna work from, but I had the idea of workplace. You know, the place where you work is quite important on your performance and in your motivation. Now, I know that there are lots of people that have already discussed that. I mean, Mintzberg's two-factor theory, come on, and the theory X, theory Y, and you have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Sure, you have all of those, but I'm going to discuss not the workplace as the work, what would you say, preconditions. And I know that's been done as well, so don't go all up in arms in the comments and be like, that has already been done! He's such a slutbag, why is he doing it again? And I'm like, well, because I haven't covered it, at least for a long while. And now I have something concrete to actually show for it, right? Why stay in Bordeaux and why stay here? And then when they clash, we get yet another culture clash, right? I discussed cultural clashes when I got to Bordeaux, and now I'm going to discuss cultural clashes, you know, when I'm back. Because I'm bicultural. You totally thought I was gonna say another bi there, didn't you? Didn't you? But no, I'm bicultural at the moment. At least that's how I feel, right? So it's quite interesting viewing my own culture and seeing what's the clashes right now, and view in comparison to what I experienced in France. So I think this is quite important. And as I stated with this entire video, it's all about the beginning, at least, the difference in quality and pre-requirements before actually making a video. Before I'm going into making a video, what's the planning going into it? How's the lighting? What's the quality of the camera that I'm going to use? What is the internet speed? Will I be able to upload, or will I need to schedule uploads? And will I have a script and an idea of where I'm going with it? Now, I know that some people will say that, well, you haven't had that for a while now, have you? Well, I let you know that it has been a quite stressful part of my life actually moving back. And I'm not meaning that, it's so stressful, I don't know where I am. But, as I said, the cultural clashes, and there are lots of other stuff that I'm prioritizing over videos at the moment. Because when I was in Bordeaux, I had lots of spare time, and I had lots of time thinking about what I'm gonna do for the next video. Right now, it's more like I'm having 1,000 things to do, and oh yeah, I'm gonna make a video as well. Why am I thinking about making a video? Because I like making videos, and something that is taking up more time than it should have been, or more time than it should, has been this lighting problem, going from this to this yet again. I'm so happy that I found the solution. And I'm sorry, mates, the branding video coming out tomorrow, I promise you. And sorry, I'm sincerely sorry, but I just felt like gonna try this little experiment, see if it works uploading over the night, see how it turns out. And yeah, that's basically my idea, right? I don't have anything else to add to that. So yet again, sincerely sorry, we're gonna continue talking about logos, brands and stuff when it comes to clothes and status. I have an entire idea worked out for this, so don't you worry. I'll see you, mates. Have a nice one.